Now, I'm going to explain about the amplification process. Whatever it has been approximated over here, I'm doing over here. Okay. And with this, we have to analyze the two equations over there here in order to proceed the derivation for the amplification process. And for that, the equation of motion for the electron, okay, which has been moving in the magnetron, we have some approximation. We need to consider the two equations as the electron is being moving from cathode to anode within the magnetron. So it is being given by the two equations over here. Okay, where R is the radius and phi is the of average phi where it is being taken out. This is nothing but phi over here. With what angle the cavity has been maintained? What is the phase change? Okay, and E is the charge anyhow, M is a mass and presence of electric field radial effect over here, and it's been the BZ is nothing but the magnetic field which is been provided along the Z direction. So these are the two simple equations which we need to remember here in order to proceed the derivation for the case of amplification process, and where it is being taken as E by M, we can take the ratio of E by M can be taken out. Okay, and with this, let this be equation 2. Now rearranging the equation 2. Rearranging equation 2, we have, okay, we get where you can approximate that this is being given as I'm writing over here, and you can check it over here. The same I'm writing over d by dt r square d phi by dt, which is equal to E by M bz. I'm taking this r to this r over here, and it will be equal to r dr by dt. Now I have taken this r over here. Okay, and this entire term is being approximated as the angular velocity omega c. So this entire term is being taken as omega c, and r dr by theta I'm writing as this r dr by theta is being written as it is, where since omega c is equal to this E by M pz, it has been approximated for simplicity. Okay, and after that we have this particular term. You can see this particular term, the LHS term. So where it is being given as d by dt r square, d by dt r square, it d by dt of r square, where when we take the differentiation, we get this as 2r dr by dt. Okay, 2r dr by dt. Now we can take this 2 to the LHS, it becomes 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 dr square by dt can be written as r dr by dt. I'm going to replace the expression of r dr by here. So r dr by dt, whatever we get the value, here r dr by dt, this value will be replaced by this particular term. So r dr by dt can be written as 1 by 2 dr square dt here. The same I am replacing over here. Then after replacing, we'll get the term as it is. I am writing it here now. So this can be written as it is. That is d by dt, d by dt. This is r square d phi by dt, which is equal to omega c. Omega c is being written here. R dr by dt. R dr by dt can be written as 1 by 2 over here. So I'm writing it as here the 1 by 2 dr square by dt. D by dt of r square. So this is the equation, standard equation, which has been obtained. Now where omega c is enough angular frequency. Now with this, we have to integrate this equation 3 once. Okay, we need to integrate the equation 3 once. Equation 3. So what happens once we integrate here, we'll get some constant term. So let me write the equation r square d phi by dt we get, and this will be equal to omega c by 2, and here we have with the integrating d by dt and integration we cancel out, we get r square, and here we get some constant. Here some constant will be obtained, and let this be equation 4. Now we need to calculate this constant value and we need to substitute. Okay, so by taking r is the radius a, where A is the radius of the cathode. We need to substitute the condition R is equal to A, and where in that case there is no change in the phase. So d by d5 by dt will be equal to 0 in that case. Okay. So taking the radius R is equal to A with respect to the cathode terminology, in that case there is no change in the phase. So for that we need to take d5 by dt equal to 0. So we need to replace this. D5 by dt should be equal to 0, and this will be entire term will be equal to 0. And here R should be replaced by A. So it should be replaced by A. Then we get omega C A square. Omega C A square by 2 we get. Omega C A square by 2 plus constant. This term will be equal to 0. We need to calculate the constant. We need to take to LHS. We will get minus omega C A square by 2 we get. And that's what I'm going to write it now. Then we get the constant term 0 will be equal to omega C A square divided by 2 plus constant. Okay. So we need to get the constant value. So constant will be equal to minus omega C A square by 2. So this constant value we need to substitute in equation 4 over here. In this equation, wherever we got, we need to substitute over here. By substituting, we'll get a standard term there. Okay. So that can be written as from equation 4. From equation 4, we get R square. This d5 by dt is as it is, and omega c R square by 2 as it is, minus here the constant value is being replaced by this term here, omega c A square by 2. Okay. Now to get into standard form, we'll get d5 by dt will be equal to omega c by 2. We can take this as a constant, 1 minus A square by 2. We'll get 1 minus A square by 2, taking omega c2 by constant, and here the R square. Here R square and R square will be cancelled out, and we do not have an R square over here. So this A square by 2 as it is been written over here. Okay. So that's what we get this particular expression. Now let this be equation 5. Now under equilibrium conditions. So under equilibrium condition, we have, it can be noticed that, so in order to avoid the more confusion, we can write this as omega c by 2 minus omega c A square by 2R square. You can see here R square will be cancelled. The left out term is omega c by 2, omega c by 2 minus. So this R square will be taken over here. This R square will be taken over here. Okay. So that's what it has been represented over here. And now under equilibrium condition, static energy is equal to the kinetic energy. Okay. And with these energies, we have already obtained a standard form. That is, the kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, and the static energy is being given as EV. So where that we get V square is equal to 2V by m. So we'll be using some the approximation of this particular expression in the next coming derivation. So next, we have taken R is equal to A earlier. Now we need to take R is equal to B. We need to take R is equal to B. This is nothing but the anode radius. B is considered to be anode radius. That's what I have shown in the diagram. So this is the radius which is being taken as a B, and this is being taken as a radius A. Okay. So whenever we take the radius R is equal to B over here, then it has been found that the value of dr by dt is been no changing, as this has been approximated is equal to 0. Okay. Radius from the center of the cathode to the edge to the anode. Okay. Towards the anode, it is nothing but R is equal to B. And as it is been grazing the surface, why I am taking this dr by dt equal to 0? Because at this particular thing, the electron will be just grazing the surface of the anode and returning back to the cathode. So that it has been taken as dr by dt will be equal to 0. And after that, we'll get the term d5 by dt, the earlier expression, whatever we have got here. So this is the same expression I am using over here, which is being equal to omega c by 2 here. This is the next question. So after replacing omega square, a square here, sorry, it's not 2, it's r square. Sorry, it's an r square. It's not 2 square, it's an r square, because we have taken this 2 is as a common out. This 2 is being taken out here, omega c by 2. In both the cases, omega c by 2, omega c by 2 is taken out. The left out term is 1 minus a square by r square. Now we are using the same equation 5. Okay. So from equation 5, the same equation I am using here. So d phi by dt is equal to omega c by 2. And you can see here 1 minus a square. 1 minus a square. Instead of r, now we are using b here. So that this will be equal to b square. So 1 minus a square by b square. So let this be equation some around, we can take as now equation 6. Okay, considering the equation 6 over here. And with this, now approximating the equation with the equilibrium condition, that is 2e v naught by m will be equal to the expression of b square d phi by dt whole square under equilibrium condition. Okay. So for that, now replace the value of d phi by dt in this. Whatever the d phi by dt we have, this entire term is being replaced over here. Okay. So then 2e v naught by m will be equal to b square. Replace this as omega c by 2, and we get 1 minus a square by b square, like this. Now simplify this. So keep on simplifying this. Now, as we have any short time, it's been almost getting to end, and keep on simplifying this. We'll get the expression over here, the capital B. We'll get, and for that we need to substitute omega c. We have approximated omega c. The angular velocity has been approximated over here. So this angular velocity omega c is being taken as E by m into bz. Okay. So with that, simplifying and replacing the omega c value by E by m bz, and finally the bz value. This is nothing but Hull cutoff magnetic field. Hull cutoff magnetic field expression bz. In terms of bz, if I calculate the final expression, we'll get 8 into v naught m by e to the power of 1 by 2 divided by b into 1 minus a square by b square. So this e is the final expression we get. Okay. So bz equal to 8 v naught m by e over to the power of 1 by 2 means under root b into 1 minus a square by b square. So you can try, you will get this. So as there is no time, I am not extending this. Keep on simplifying this and substituting omega c is equal to e by m bz, whatever we have approximated here, replace that and send all this and simplify it, then bz value will get this. So this is the Hull cutoff magnetic field equation, which is being used in magnetron. So this is all about the magnetron only. So if you have any doubt, it can be asked. You can ask while you will be approaching to the college now, from 6th onwards. So you can personally, you can meet to the respective staff, and you can clear it your doubts. Okay, and we'll be providing the material for this also. So whatever the maximum possible, we'll be providing all the materials related to this. Now that's what the wonder thing, that the second half 77 including me, now it has been reached to 80. I don't know why the case has been. Okay, anyhow, Andy, it's been already time up. I'm going to wind up the class. This is the end of the 4th unit. Okay, fine, Andy. Thank you.